Once upon a time, in the royal palace, Princess Cinderella loved to spend her mornings in the garden. She believed that nature carried secrets of magic, and she often searched for something new among the flowers. One day, while she was looking closely at the rose bushes, she found something very unusual, a tiny glass bottle hidden under the leaves. The bottle shimmered with golden dust, and a little label was tied to it. It read, "Magical potion, use with care." Cinderella looked around. No one was there. She wondered, what kind of magic could this be? Slowly, she opened the bottle. In an instant, golden sparkles whirled around her, and everything began to change. The ground rose higher, the flowers grew taller, and even the butterflies looked enormous. She gasped. She had shrunk to the size of a doll. Cinderella looked around and realized she had entered a secret world, the tiny kingdom. The grass stood like tall trees, ants marched like soldiers with shiny armor, and snails carried shells as large as houses. She took a step forward and suddenly heard soft voices. From behind the petals of a daisy, little magical creatures appeared. They had small glowing wings and wore crowns made of leaves. "Welcome, Princess Cinderella," they said together. "Our kingdom has been waiting for someone like you." Cinderella was surprised. "Me? But I am not from your world." The creatures bowed and explained, "Our queen has been captured by the dark spider, who rules from his webbed castle. Without her, the kingdom is falling into sadness. We are too small and weak to save her, but we believe you can help us." Cinderella thought carefully. She was small now too, but she remembered the fairy godmother's words. "Courage is not in size but in heart." She nodded. "Yes, I will help you." That night, the creatures led her to the spider's dark castle made of sticky threads. It hung between two giant mushrooms, glowing faintly in the moonlight. Inside, the queen was trapped in a silver web. The tiny army prepared. Fireflies shined their bright lights to blind the guards. Ants crawled quickly to cut the threads of the web, and Cinderella stepped forward to face the dark spider. The spider's eyes glowed red. "Why do you come here, little one? Do you wish to be trapped too?" he hissed. Cinderella's heart beat fast, but she did not step back. "I came to ask you to release the queen. Strength should not come from fear. Why are you hurting this kingdom?" The spider paused. His voice trembled. "Because no one ever saw me. I was alone. I thought if I took the queen, I would finally matter." Cinderella looked at him kindly. "You do not need to take others to be noticed. Show kindness and you will never be alone again." The spider lowered his head. For the first time, his anger melted into sadness. With one wave of his long legs, he freed the queen from the web. The queen hugged Cinderella, and the creatures cheered loudly. The queen stepped forward and said, "Princess Cinderella, your courage and kindness have saved us. You are small in size but great in heart." She gave her a glowing flower, brighter than any star. "This will remind you that even the smallest can change the world." Suddenly, the golden magic swirled again. The tiny kingdom grew distant, and Cinderella found herself back in the royal garden, holding the glowing flower in her hands. She smiled and whispered, "I will never forget my tiny friends." And so Princess Cinderella discovered the secret tiny kingdom, and learned a lesson she would carry forever. That even the smallest creatures have big hearts, and true courage comes from kindness. What about you? If you could shrink into a tiny kingdom, what adventure would you go on? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you can join us for the next magical story.